How's it going, guys? It's Nutshell here, and today I want to talk about the only bug that is still currently working with Escape from Tarkov, and something that hasn't been patched with the most recent update. Now, the rest of the bugs, including the hideout and being able to train up your strength and your endurance via the gym, as well as being able to use labs cards indefinitely, and also being able to choose how many AI are within your game and the difficulty of that AI, are all gone. But there is still one left in the equation, which is the Alt F4 bug, or just simply the Alt F4, which is essentially whereby if you Alt F4 from the game or your game crashes, you do not count that raid. It doesn't count. It essentially doesn't register with the server that you are out of the raid. It has not given you a death. It has not given you any loot, and so you essentially don't count that raid, which means a lot of people are exploiting this, as they have been with all of the rest of the other bits and bobs that we've had available within the last couple of weeks. Well, the last week since the update to the PVE AI and the local servers within PVE, whereby you can essentially guarantee yourself loot, whether that be from grabbing yourself Dorm's marked room keys and running marked room keys on customs, and then opening the door, checking what's in there. If there's nothing good, people are leaving by Alt F4ing, and this is definitely a problem in terms of the game, but I'm not entirely sure how BSG can handle this, given that it is a local game. I guess maybe it would be periodic updates to the server during the game, potentially, but even then you start running into the issue whereby you're contacting the server, and it defeats the whole point of actually not having to rely on the server in the first place. So essentially it is just another bug that hasn't been fixed, and I don't really see a way that's easy and without removing the entire kind of local hosted raids, which I don't want to see. The local hosted raids are a much better option to be able to get people into raids much quicker, and of course save on server costs for BSG themselves, so there's a benefit to both parties. It's just unfortunate that this is going to be constant within the game. Unfortunate for BSG, I assume, but probably not that unfortunate for everyone else who's playing the game, or potentially maybe it is if you are trying to buy a Dorm's marked room key, or any of the marked room keys for some of the quests that require the Dorm's marked key. So with that being said, if you are enjoying Escape from Tarkov videos and you want to see what we covered in terms of the full details and breakdown of the patch itself and everything that goes alongside it, I have a video at the end of this one that kind of covers that. But primarily, this video is about the whole Alt F4 bug, and of course your experiences with what you've been able to do with it. Now, in terms of if you get taken out, you can't Alt F4 because it's already contacted the server that you have died within that raid, which means that you can't get away with it, and so you can't do it after you've died, at least not from what I've seen of how it works, but maybe you guys' experience is slightly different. But of course you could do it just before you think that you're about to die or whatever, and then, you know, you can reset, you can keep your gear if you're so that way inclined. I mean, in PvE, it's much easier to get gear anyway, so of course we have insurance that comes back 100% of the time, even still with the PMCs within the raid, because the raid effectively ends when you get taken out, and so no one has a chance to loot your body and take stuff out of the raid. I assume that BSG will fix this in the future with regards to insurances, and essentially giving you a random chance if you do get taken out that it will not come back to you. So yeah, that has been my experience. I've definitely got everything back so far. I mean, I haven't died a huge amount of times, maybe 3 times, something like that, and most of those were just with some crappy gear that was taken in a pistol to show off in a video. But the whole point is they have still left this bug in the game, and there's definitely some issues that come alongside that, and I'd be interested to see your thoughts on how you've been using this bug and how it's affected you if maybe you're not using it and you're seeing the effects of this. Of course, the marked room keys being super expensive right now are definitely impacted by this and the fact that people can guarantee loot. So with that being said, I think I'll end off this video. I just wanted to highlight to you that they have solved most of the bugs and it's a brilliant news. Unfortunately, this one is still in the game. And of course, let me know your thoughts on this and whether you want to see it fixed or whether you just think it is what it is and we'll just have to live with it. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Have a great rest of the day. Goodbye. Subscribe for more.